Hi again, everybody. It's finally here. Welcome to our special opening day edition of Baseball on the Show. I'm joined by Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, as we get set to get things going, it's the pitching that has to be considered one of the strong points on this ball club.
Yeah, and pitching is going to be important for these guys. No question about it. They're only going to go as far as this group right here is going to take them. And to me, it looks like a staff that's capable of getting the job done.
The date that's been circled for weeks is finally here. It's opening night. It's the show. And it's coming up next. The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now your 2016 Kansas City Royals.
With that, here are Terry Collins' New York Mets. Who's the one to watch, EK?
Yeah, you know, I love what the Grandy man, Curtis Granderson, does for this ball club. He does a lot of things right at the plate. He takes the simple approach, and it tends to pay off.
Edinson Volquez gets the call to pitch here on opening day in front of the hometown crowd. Eric, any thoughts?
Remember, guys, this is someone that will come at you with 4 different pitches. He'll change velocity, he'll go up and down, the break on the pitches makes it a real challenge for a hitter.
And with that, let's take a look at the defensive alignment for Kansas City. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, Matty, we've got the big man behind the plate, Salvador Perez. We all know what he means to this game, how he impacts it defensively, gives you a little pop on the offensive side, but most importantly, a clubhouse leader. Can't wait to watch him in this one.
Curtis Granderson stands in as he swings and misses for strike 1.
First pitch, 7:37.
And this is going to be just foul down the line, as that had double written all over it. Volquez has his sign. Here's the 0-2. And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
In the second spot.
You know, it seems like every time we check these out in show motion, it always looks like the bat breaks the plane. Look here, sure enough, I don't think he holds up in time. Looked to me like that was the right call.
David Wright is at the plate as he watches ball 1. 53 degrees here at game time as it's cooled off considerably since batting practice this afternoon. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. That evens it up 1-1. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. And the throw is made to record the second out of the inning.
Batting third.
Oh, this one could have been trouble. But that's a nice play behind the plate to clear himself of the runner and then make a good throw on to first base to get the putout.
Here's Yoenis Cespedes. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike 1.
And you know what? These days, so many guys are throwing in the high 90s. It makes those mid to low 90s guys look easy. But I'll tell you what, if he mixes his pitches well, it can still be plenty fast to have to deal with.
Trying to strike out the side. Here it is. Chop foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. Got him swinging in the dirt. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. Mets go down 1-2-3. And with that, here's a look at the hometown Royals starting lineup card. Steve, what's their focus as they go for their first win?
Well, they're facing a guy today that throws a lot of strikes, so you're going to have to be aggressive early in the count, but get the ball up in the zone. Shorten up a little bit, put the ball in play.
Here now's the center fielder Lorenzo Cain to get us started in the bottom half of the first.
Center fielder, Lorenzo Cain.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. That misses, says the home plate umpire. 1-2. Where it misses, I'm not quite sure.
And that's his strikeout pitch right there. You know, you'll see a lot of guys swing right over the top of that one. That's a great job there just to hold off.
Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Oh, that's just a blazer right there. He says, enough with trying to get you to chase. This is mano a mano, and he throws it right past him.
Here's Gerard Dyson. As he'll line this one foul to the right side out of play, it's strike one. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. Cabrera with a sliding stop on to first, and it's dropped.
Well, let's watch this. I don't know quite what the problem was. It just sort of looked like he clanked it over there. And, yeah, sure enough, the throw's right there. He doesn't close the glove around it.
Here's Kendrys Morales as he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1.
Well, you know, you hear it all the time because it's true. First pitch strikes are so important. It really changes the complexion of the at-bat for not only the pitcher but the hitter as well, especially when you've got a good hitter up there.
The 0-1 on its way. Dyson off for second. Pitch is a called strike. The throw. It skips in and he's safe. Close play, but he's in there.
And later in the game, maybe you question this decision to run because you worry about taking the bat out of the hands of one of your best hitters. But here in a scoreless game, I doubt they're going to put him on. So that was a good job to take what's given to you.
Hit well on the ground to first. And he'll take this one to the bag for the out. But meanwhile, the runner will move up 90 feet to third base. Coming to the plate now, Eric Hosmer. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. And this one is past him, and that could be a run. And it is a run. 2 out, nobody on. Boy, that fastball is just sizzling up there. 1-1.
Already hitting 98 miles an hour here in the first inning. He's one of the hardest throwers that these guys will see all year long.
And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Mike Fillmore.
And Fillmore usually gets high praise from most people for his command of the zone. He will occasionally give the pitcher just a little extra off the plate if he spots it well, though.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1. Salvador Perez would be next. That's in there, and it'll run the count to full, 3-2. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Good battle continues as this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and the count remains 3-2. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Hot shot on the ground to short. Cabrera's up with it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So 1 run scored without the benefit of a hit. 1 error. Lucas Duda makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with 1 swing of the bat, because you know he has big-time power.
And he gripped that one a bit too tightly as it broke down and just about got him.
And we'll see him work both sides of the plate with the curveball going forward. You know, maybe not that far in, but he'll move that pitch around.
And not the greatest approach there as he offers it a pitch in the dirt, and it's even at 1-1.
And after you move a guy off the plate and you know he's all worked up, that's a perfect time to drop a curveball or a changeup on him. Great pitch call right there.
And the throw on to first will take care of him, so he's thrown out by the only man standing on the left side of the infield. 1 away.
Neil Walker.
Stepping in, Neil Walker, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
You know, he's just flat out a better hitter from the left side. He's a switch hitter, but it's no secret this is his favorite side to hit from.
Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. Not the greatest at-bat thus far as he misses that pitch in the dirt and falls behind 0-2 now.
He's found a pretty nice rhythm out here early on.
Chopped foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. Now a swing and a miss on a pitch well out of the strike zone as he becomes the second out. Travis d'Arnaud into the box here in the top of the second, looking to keep this inning going. And this is taken outside for ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Takes this the other way to right. Oh, and he botches it.
Well, if these guys are going to do anything this season, he's going to need to be a big part of that offense. And he comes through big time right here with a base hit in his very first at-bat.
Here now is Asdrubal Cabrera. Into the seats, 0-1. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Volquez sets. Here it is on 0-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Mets strand 1. It remains 1-0. Salvador Perez strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the second inning.
Salvador Perez.
Into the windup and the pitch. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. On the ground to the left side. Right has it. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Batting 6th, left fielder, Alex Gordon.
Striding into the box, Alex Gordon. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Belted high and deep into right center. Cespedes going back, still going back. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. So a solo shot that time for Alex Gordon as the Royals move out in front now 2-0.
You know, after a month down in spring training, near the end, you start to get a little anxious waiting for the season to get going. I guarantee you, he's been looking forward to this at-bat for about a month now, and he makes the wait worthwhile.
Batting seventh, third baseman.
The third baseman, Mike Moustakas now. To short, hit hard. Cabrera's there. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Batting eighth, the shortstop, Alcides Escobar.
Alcides Escobar gets his first chance here, looking to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Chopped foul right at home plate. 2 out, nobody on. Frozen on the fastball. Never had a chance, and the inning is over. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. We've got more on this Sunday night after this. Leading off the inning, Michael Conforto, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Volquez has his target. Here's the first pitch. Oh, he looks like he's swinging a garden hose out there as this is cut on and missed for strike 1.
And after another swing and miss on a pitch out of the zone, I think it's time to start taking a different approach.
Yeah, they've fallen behind way too easy, haven't they?
You're just not going to have a lot of success when you're always behind in the count.
Here it comes, 0-2. Swung on in the dirt for the third strike. And he makes the throw to first. Conforto is retired, and there's one away.
Left fielder.
Digging in now, Juan Lagares, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Turned on down the line, but a foul ball here, 0-1. And could we see another strikeout here? It's 0-2 now. You like what you've seen from this guy so far?
I do. I like where he's putting the fastball, and I like the movement he's been getting on both his curveball and changeup. I think he'll do well.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Chopped foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Off-speed pitch, and there is strike 3 called. And boy, that zone just got a bit larger. 2 away. Curtis Granderson will get his second shot at it now. He was called out on strikes to open up the ball game. First offering on its way. He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Protecting with 2 strikes, went out of the zone that time, but he stays alive. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. In the dirt. Did he go around? Yes, he did. And that ends the inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. The Royals lead it 2-0. Omar Infante digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
Yeah, and he didn't even have to think twice about that one. And now he's got a good hitters count here, 2-0.
Three and 0 now.
And it goes without saying, but this has to be in the strike zone. You don't want him on base to start off the inning.
And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1. And good patience exercised as he works out the walk to lead off the home half of the third.
And sometimes, you know, you just got to learn that harder isn't always better. You've got to be able to dial that fastball down a few miles an hour and make sure you keep it in the strike zone.
Lorenzo Cain will stand in now following the leadoff walk. And might we see a bunt attempt here in a 2-run ball? And hold on there. He got him. Trying to swipe second base, but he's gunned down for the out.
Well, he showed a lot of patience to work out the walk, but then he got a little impatient trying to steal second base. And they throw him out pretty easily there on the first pitch.
And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1.
All right, now you've just seen 2 straight breaking pitches miss away. So as a hitter, you're going to eliminate that pitch. No way does he throw it a third time.
Tried to shoot the corner and he missed it. 2-2.
Boy, that's a good take there. I don't think I could have laid off that one.
Out in front of that one, may have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. This one's down to third. Gloved by right. A spin and a throw. And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely. Oh, but look here. The manager's up and out of the dugout, so it appears he might opt to challenge that last safe call at first.
Yeah, I wasn't so sure about him being safe either, but here's one more look at it right here. Tough to tell for sure from that angle. We'll have to wait and see what the signal is from the dugout.
So here's the signal from the bench, and they will indeed ask for the play to be reviewed. So the umpires will get on the horn with the replay operations center in Manhattan and attempt to get a definitive answer on this play.
The Mets have decided to challenge.
Okay, well, we're going to get one more look at it right here. Is there enough video evidence to overturn this call? Yeah, I think that shot right there makes it look like he might have been out, so this might be a well-used challenge.
Okay, so it looks like the umpires are wrapping up their decision, and off comes the headset, and he's out. So the original call is overturned, and instead of having a base runner at first, the bases will now be empty. Into the box now, Gerard Dyson. He reached base on an error and later came around to score last time up.
Yeah, still looking for his first hit of the game, so let's see if he can come through with that one right here.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Shatters the bat as this is hit to third.
That ball was so deep in his kitchen, that was the only thing he could do was foul it off, break his bat, and hope to get a better pitch on the next one.
Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Nothing doing for the Royals. They're up 2-0. David Wright will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so against a guy who's definitely in a groove out there.
Yeah, he struck out the side his last time through, and they've got to do something to get this guy out of the role that he's been on.
Volquez is ready. Here's the first pitch. Grounded to third. Moustakas is there. Throw to first in time. One gone here in the fourth.
Now batting.
So with that, let's call on the guys in the graphics department to put up the pitch speed comparison for the two starters. And, whoa, you see the big number. How about 99 for a top speed? Not too many guys around the league can match that. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Yoenis Cespedes. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball one. Had him lunging at that pitch away, and it's 1-1 now.
And this has been a common problem for all of these guys. They just can't lay off that pitch down and away.
Swung on and chopped up the middle. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out.
2 more ground outs, and that's the product of throwing that sinker. Just about every time you swing at it, you're either going to hit the top of it or miss it altogether. And if you do hit it, you're going to be killing all the worms out there in front of home plate.
Now in the box, Lucas Duda. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Sends that one out of play for strike one. 0-1 count. Here it comes. Chop foul over towards the dugout. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Now the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a liner. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances. Oh, and the throw back in is a wild one.
Yep, maybe a shot here now with 2 away as they finally get another base runner. He'd retired 6 in a row prior to this base hit, so he's had his way with these guys for the past few innings.
Neil Walker is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometimes.
And a feeble swing that time. It's 0-1.
Yeah, he really pulled off of that one, and that's not the kind of swing we're accustomed to seeing from a guy like him.
Especially starting off an at-bat.
Oh, and he was fooled that time on the pitch away as he went around for strike 2. Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. And the throw to first ends the inning. Mets leave one. Kendrys Morales is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Designated hitter, Kendrys Morales.
And this is just off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. And the pitch misses low and away for ball 2. Swinging a soft liner. And a flip to first from Cabrera in time for the first out.
The first baseman, number 35, Eric Hosmer.
So 1 gone in the inning now, and that'll bring in the first baseman, Eric Hosmer. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1.
Hard to call that an off-speed pitch when it's a changeup at 88. That's a fastball for a lot of guys in this league.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
Yeah, he came with a little bit of a different look that time. This pitch is also in there knee-high, and now they've got him behind in the count, 0-2.
And a breaking ball down and in here as he's got to hop out of the way there.
You got to be careful with that inside location on 0-2. The last thing you want to do is hit him.
And tough fastball to lay off on 1-2, but he did, and it's 2-2 now.
Well, he almost hit him on the last pitch, and he's showing he doesn't care. He's coming right back inside.
Swing and a miss as he ran that 2-seamer right by him for the second out.
And the way this guy's pitching, You can bet these guys are thinking, thank goodness he's over in the other league. I'd hate to face him 3 or 4 times a year. Once is way too much.
Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez. Lays off 1-0.
Yeah, and coming right off of that strikeout, he's got to be thinking he should be ahead of this next guy. That's a tough way to fall behind.
Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. 2 runs on just 1 hit, and no errors so far for the Royals. This one's blooped out toward right center field, and Walker will put this one away, and the inning is over. KC down in order as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Leading off the inning, Travis d'Arnaud, and they'll need him to get something going here.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
Volquez into the windup. Here comes the first pitch. On a less than impressive swing there to start the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Boy, we're more than halfway through this game, and he's thrown a first pitch strike to 70% of the batters he's faced, so he's pitching very, very well right now.
Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, one thing we've seen from this guy on the mound so far, when he makes bad pitches, they typically miss out of the strike zone. They don't miss in the zone where they can be crushed.
And this is on the inside edge, perhaps off the inside edge, but it's a called strike. 2-2 now.
A little conviction behind that fastball.
And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
Oh, I think he'd be real happy with a leadoff walk. Something just to get things started against this guy.
Right side, hit hard. Fielded by Infante. And a spin throw gets him at first. A fine play there for the first out. As Asdrubal Cabrera comes to the plate looking to put the ball in play. He went down on strikes last time.
Yeah, and he went down in flames, too. Got him on just 3 pitches.
And that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases. Rounding first is Cabrera on his way to second now. And he is into the hit column here in this new year. His first hit is a double.
Well, neither offense has really made a huge impact so far, but finally maybe a little sign of life. He drives this ball for 2 bases, and even though they've had trouble scoring runs, they're not out of this thing by a long shot. A couple more of these could get him right back into it.
Stepping in now, Michael Conforto, as he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike 1. For Cabrera, a good start as he's got his first double of the year here on opening night. Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count 0-2.
0-2, you got to shorten up. Find some way at least to put the ball in play. You can't afford a strikeout here with an important run out there at second base.
Tap fouled at home plate. 1 out and a runner on second base. Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. Has to be thinking strikeout here. Swung on in the dirt, strike 3. Perez recovers, and he sails it over his head. That ball's down the line, and this is trouble. And he'll come in to score from second base, and that is a direct result, obviously, of that poor throw.
That's just a great job of alert base running right there. You can't just assume he's going to take third and stop there. So once that runner sees they're having trouble with it behind the plate, he just keeps right on going and scores from second base.
Here's Juan Lagares, as he'll go after a hard sinker that time and falls behind 0-1.
Boy, I'll tell you what, after seeing 2 errors in the inning, as a pitcher, you pretty much have to go into strikeout mode.
Right by him here, and he's set up for another strikeout here. The count to 0-2. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
And even on 0-2, you don't want guys to get into a comfort level up there.
Breaking ball, and he gets him to chase it in the dirt. He makes the throw to first. 2 down. Curtis Granderson will stand in now. A punch-out victim twice already. EK, I'll ask you because you're the one sitting next to me. Do you approach an at-bat differently when you have 2 strikeouts under your belt this early in the game?
Well, you do in the sense that whatever you did the first 2 times, it wasn't working. But I think if you start worrying too much about trying to avoid the hat trick or worse, it'll start becoming a mind game, and you'll start falling into some pretty bad habits.
A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Trying to hold the lead in the dirt, but swung on and missed. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. Mets forced to settle for 1 here in the inning. Home half of the 5th coming up. Royals out in front, 2-1. Alex Gordon comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th.
Left fielder, Alex Gordon.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1.
Anytime you can throw a first pitch strike to about 60% of the batters you've faced or better than that, then you should get pretty good results. And we're in the middle innings in this game, so that's pretty good.
And another foul ball. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses. 1-2.
Oh, he just about found the back door with that one. Just maybe an inch or 2 away.
Here's a high pop-up. And Walker will put this one away for out number 1. A little bit over halfway home tonight. Bottom of the 5th this point. And, boy, just 1 hit for these guys, and that's well. That's putting it mildly. Mike Moustakas stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
And you know, this is a guy that loves the ball down and in. It's one of the locations he really covers well, so they're going to want to mix their spots here.
And he falls behind 0-2. 5th inning, 2-1 score. He went down looking at his first trip to the plate.
Yeah, and hopefully he got. They really